Good morning, everyone. Today I'm in the KOFA National Wildlife Refuge, and I'm doing some exploring, like I said I was going to do, of some areas around Quartzsite that I've never been to. So this is just about 30 minutes south of Quartzsite. I'm headed to a spot called Crystal Hill, and I'm just going to check it out and see what it's like. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you as soon as I get there. I just got to Crystal Hill. That's it right there behind the van. And when I got here, to my surprise, it's filled with beautiful dispersed camping sites that I didn't know about. I'll walk around the area here and show you what it's like. There's all kinds of trees and bushes. And I picked up a brochure on the way in here. And they said that this wash here is where all the crystals are usually found. They, during the rainy season, they wash down from the hill there. I guess they're mostly, the veins of crystals are mostly up in the hills. So I think we're just going to walk around, see what we can find. It's a pretty big wash. Let's take a little walk up this way where we're more at the base of the hill. You can also climb to the top. I believe there's a trail, and get a 360-degree view of the surrounding desert. Probably even see quartzsite from here. But look at all the greenery there along the edge. And that's where all the campsites are, nestled in those trees and bushes. Look what I found. A quartz crystal. That was pretty quick. I didn't expect to find one right away. There is a limit. I think you can only take 10 specimens. It's just kind of a fun thing to do, even if you don't keep them. It's kind of like hunting for treasure. Ah, looks like I'm right across from a trail. Check this out a little bit. It's getting windy all of a sudden. You can see lots of places up here where people have dug out some of the side of the cliff looking for crystals. It's got to be from the past, because it's not allowed now. You can't use any tools. You can only take the minerals that you find on the top of the soil. So I'm going to head back down into the wash where I found that first piece. I've learned that it has to be the right time of day with the sun shining at the right angle, which lights up anything sparkling or crystal-like, and makes it makes them pop out much more than they would at a different time of day. I haven't quite figured out what time of day that is yet. Another trick you can try is to bend over at the waist and get your eyes as close to the ground as possible, and just pick a small area like 5 feet by 5 feet and just look really closely. It's much easier to find them that way. Bending over like this is not a comfortable position for your back or your knees. And another thing you can do is, when you're in an area like that, is just kind of scrape the ground a little bit. A lot of times the crystals are just below the surface, and when you do that, they will pop up. Apparently not in this spot. I just found another one, little tiny one. Almost looks like a piece of glass, but you can see there it's a crystal. Well, I lucked out. I was gone quite a while and I left the van all unlocked and opened. No worries about any break-ins or anything. So I walked up and down this wash quite a ways and up the side of the mountain a little bit, and I didn't find any other crystals. But on the way back, walking along the main dirt road behind the van here, that's where I found the last crystal. Nice cold beer after that hike. This is a very nice campsite here. I like this. It's or a nice campground, I should say. It's very quiet and peaceful. This National Wildlife Refuge here, KOFA, just south of here has a couple other roads. I know that's another popular dispersed camping area for a lot of people that want to get away from Quartzsite for a bit and have a quieter campground. But I didn't know that this road here, which ends at Crystal Hill, had dispersed camping. Just around the campsite here, I found another crystal. This is a broken piece of a, obviously it was a nice big piece of crystal. Since I'm going to have a campfire tonight, I'm going to cook on the coals again. But I'm going to try something a little different. I'm still going to use the aluminum foil, but I'm going to do something I've never done before. I've heard about it. Cauliflower steaks. And then I'm going to take some firm tofu. And then I've got a portobello mushroom here. And then I found this really large red bell pepper, which I think will be wonderful on it. Maybe like that. Look at that, yeah. And now we'll attempt to assemble this. The cauliflower. I'm going to spray them with some olive oil. Drizzle some balsamic vinegar on top of that. Some black pepper. A little bit of salt. A little bit of garlic powder. And a couple slices of the portobello mushroom. And then we'll just wrap that up like that. So it looks like I have enough ingredients for a couple more of these. And as soon as I get some coals going, I'll put the packets of vegetables on there. Okay, it's off the fire. Let's see what it's like. Ooh, it's steaming. Ah. Really good. I guess it's just like cooking the vegetables the way I normally do. I'm just, instead of chopping them into little 1-inch pieces, they're just in strips. Pretty much the same thing. Okay, another campfire cookout on the coals. I was hungry. was just walking along here and I saw what I thought was someone's Chihuahua dog just standing in the middle of the desert. And since then I've noticed there's a lot of rabbits here. They're just running around. I'm hiking up the backside of Crystal Hill. I was thinking maybe it'll be a little easier than going up the front side across from the van, which goes straight up, as opposed to this one which kind of winds around the back. I don't think I'm going to put the drone up here. It keeps gusting pretty strong winds. Not constantly, but enough that I don't feel comfortable. I'm not experienced enough in case the wind decides to take it somewhere else. It's beautiful up here though. The breeze is nice when you're hiking. I don't know if you can tell, but that's pretty steep. And the path has kind of disappeared into just broken rock. It's a little tough, but I'm gonna try to make it without slipping and falling. Yeah, you don't want to slip and fall on this. That's a long way down. The trail just disappeared, and it looks like it's buried under this fallen rock here, kind of all around me here. And I don't see a path anymore. Well, this might be the end of the road for me. There's the peak right there, so I'm pretty close. Almost made it to the top. Lots of quartz like this up here. That's Quartzsite in the distance there. We've got to move down this sideways. These rocks are really slippery. I'm going to try coming down the other side of the mountain. Yeah, these people are digging, and you're not supposed to do that. They just knocked a whole bunch of rocks down the mountain. Luckily, there's no one walking up the mountain. They're not even paying attention to all those rocks they just knocked down. Could have hit somebody. So like I was saying before the rocks fell, this path is a lot smoother than the one I came up, and not as steep. And it looks like it goes right down to where I'm parked. I'm trying to keep my YouTube videos under 20 minutes because I really don't like watching YouTube videos that are longer than 20 minutes myself. I don't want to bore anybody. But it's really hard for me because as a photographer, I go out and I just film everything, and I end up coming back with so much footage. Well, I discovered what time of day it is best to look for the crystals. It's just as the sun's going down, like right about there. And then if you walk towards the sun, everything that's glass or crystal just reflects the light.